What do you do when you get conflicting messages from your surroundings? Hello, welcome to Titanium Talas Tarot, and today I will be doing another insight, okay, about what to do when you get conflicting messages from your surroundings. Surprise! So, what I want to say is that first and foremost, usually when you notice these things, like when I'm talking about conflicting messages, all right, it's when you have asked for something and you're trying to manifest something, but the first things that come up to you and your consciousness are conflicting thoughts or conflicting ideas or conflicting things that tell you that what you want is not coming in. That is step one in any form of manifestation. Okay? Now, but you yourself, if you are convinced that you are allowed to have this, and if you are like, no, this is going to happen, you first and foremost, you have to be convinced that what you want is going to manifest. You don't know how, you don't need to know how. All you need to know that it is going to become a reality. That is the only thing that you need to be certain of. That's it. That's all. Point final, which is like, it's something that we say in French. It's mean like it's final point. End of discussion, right? And I'm going to use my example for this. When I was hit by a car, okay, so when I was 19, I was hit by a car. And a lot of people were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, this is such a bad thing, and whatnot. You most definitely will not be able to come back to normal. And hello. So, like, all these people were telling me, you can't do this, you can't do that, and all those things. Doctors were like, no, she can't do this, or nurses or therapists were like, well, she's having difficulty with this, and blah, 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 blah. It's good. But even so, I was convinced. I knew for a fact that I was going to get back to normal, as if nothing ever happened, so that no one can say anything. If you did not know that I was hit by a car, would you ever be able to say that I was hit by a car? It would actually take a fair bit of effort. And that is intentional on my part, not to be mean, but because I know that I can make it happen. Well, me with the help of God and my angels and my ancestors and all that, my spirit team, right? But it was going to happen. I just didn't know how, I didn't know when, I didn't know how long it'll take, but I knew that is where I was going to go towards. Alright? And so, it took the time it took. In actuality, it took the minimum, okay, for me to look somewhat normal. It took 7.5 years, okay? And so I got there, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself a week. We're going to see if I like where I'm at. If I don't like where I'm at, then I can't stop working towards my goal, right? So I gave myself a week of being like, okay, we'll just ride this wave, see how well it is, and then we'll decide in like at the end of the week. It didn't take me 2 days. 2 days. I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I need to continue. I cannot stop here. Right? I just can't. And I was like, okay, we're going to do whatever it takes to push the boundary even more to get to that final outcome of looking like nothing ever happened, because I was pretty close, right? I was like, after 7.5 years, I was pretty close. It looked pretty good, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't that cherry on top, like you sparkle and then you shine and all that. I didn't look amazing. I just looked okay. but I wanted amazing, because what I wanted to do and what my goal was, I needed to be amazing and spectacular, right? So I said, I can't stop here. I can't stop now, because just because I look pretty good does not mean I can stop myself from pushing my boundaries. If I stop pushing my boundaries, people won't take me seriously. And they'll say, oh, look, she got hit by that car, and, you know, I mean, she is where she is because she got hit by that car. And I was like, oh, hell to the nay. You ain't doing that. Not to me. I did not allow myself to stop at that. So I continued. And so at this point, the only way you would ever know that I was hit by a car is if I tell you personally that I was hit by a car, or you see my scars, or you see me when I get tired. That's it. But even then, I look less and less fatigued when I'm tired, or less and less bizarre when I'm tired. Basically, the moral of the story, okay, is that you pick your timeline and you stick to it, even if everyone else says otherwise. Okay? Especially when you get conflicting, like, you see conflicting things. Okay? You are like, I am going to get better. But for the longest time, you aren't getting better. But you're putting in the effort. You're putting in the work. You're doing all this stuff. And it's not coming in. And you're like, dang it. Why? And that's when it is very important that you don't concentrate on the fact that it's not here yet. But you concentrate on the fact that it's getting closer and closer and closer. Because what is an objective but a work in progress? You always have to remind yourself that it is a work in progress. That's all it is to it. Do you think that the first time Leonardo da Vinci went to his tableau, or his, that thing he was making the Mona Lisa on, painting the Mona Lisa on, and he drew one line, and he's like, this is rubbish, and he stopped just because one little line was not in the right place? Do you think he stopped because of that? Oh no, he knew it was a work in progress. He never stopped until it was completed. That is the goal. That is what you need to remember. You do not stop until it is done. Okay? And that is what I want to basically tell you guys. You do not stop until it is done. Okay? Because just because you get close does not mean you're there. So don't stop until your manifestation is complete. Alright? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys tonight for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description in this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye.